The last part of making your hyperdoc is to provide the activity name and the student instructions. So in your title of the activity, you want to make sure you have the learning objective. In this case, it's just money practice, and then maybe the week that it is due. So right here, I'm just going to paste my instructions that I already have on my clipboard because you probably don't want to see me making all these typos as I try to talk and type at the same time. One thing I want to show you is how you can use the Seesaw icon shortcuts so that when you do publish the activity, it has those cute little buttons so that the kids know what to click on. In the presentation on the same page as this video, I have a link to the Seesaw shortcut icon library right here. And you'll notice that when you're in editing mode, all you have to do is put a colon before and after the word that represents the button in order for that button to show up in your directions. So for example, if I want in my instructions for them to click on add response and I want that button to show, I'm going to type colon, ADD colon, and when I publish it, it's going to be the button and it's not going to be this code right here. So let me go back here. So again, you can see I have step number 1 is click on add, and that's going to be my shortcut icon. Number 2, click on the student template and begin with the first page. You can listen to the audio directions by clicking on the captions icon in the lower left. So again, I'm drawing their attention to the any kind of audio, embedded audio I have within the lesson so that they know exactly where to go to get specific instructions. 3 would be just to interact with content by clicking on the link icons. Remember that they can't get to those links by clicking on the pictures. They have to get to those links by clicking on the link icon itself. I want to remind them of utilizing that draft feature. So if they run out of time, they're going to tap on the orange check and then come back to the assignment later to finish it. And then finally click on check to turn in your work and then give them a specific due date. To add voice instructions, you just click on this part right here, click on the button to start recording, and you have 2 minutes to record your voice instructions. When you're done, just stop. It's going to process. You can listen to it. If you don't like it, delete it, start over. Sometimes I have to start over 15 times if I have, weird things going on in my head. And then you can also add another component to a lesson if you want, but because I have all of my content embedded within the student templates that are down here, I really didn't feel like it was necessary to add another part for them to click on. I want this to be as streamlined as possible for them, just to go through each slide one step at a time. When you're finished, you just click on save. And this is your final lesson before you assign it to your class. Now, one thing you might want to consider doing is dividing and conquer on your grade level. Sometimes hyperdocs can be very easy and quick to make, and other times they can be very time consuming. So whatever content area you guys are planning, like let's say you are specifically doing the math lessons, maybe you want to make the Seesaw lessons for math, and another teacher makes the reading language arts lessons in Seesaw. So, try not to feel the burden of having to create all these lessons on your own. Definitely divide and conquer. If you want to share a lesson with your other team members, you're just going to go down to the 3 dots and you go to share activity, and you have the ability to save it to your school library. I don't know if you have the rights to save it to the district library. I can't remember. But right here, it just says get activity link. Click on copy. And then now it's copied to your clipboard, and you can just paste that into a lesson plan document, or you can email it to the rest of your teachers. To assign it to your students, you're going to click on the green assign button. Choose the class that you want to assign it to. If you want to assign it to specific students for differentiation purposes, you'll want to uncheck all and then check those specific students that you want that lesson to go to. So maybe you have like 2 or 3 different versions of the same lesson, but within that lesson, your embedded content might look a little bit different depending on student reading levels. So once you're done with that, you're going to click on the check, and now it is assigned to your class.